I came straight over here. To the camera phone on iPhone 16 Pro Max I'm leasing to record a video that I don't think I had the opportunity to record on TikTok, because I would not necessarily get banned for. I don't know why they would. That's not my platform as far as TikTok. I didn't create the app, but you know, I don't even know a lot of settings that's on the app. You know what I'm saying? The app doesn't allow me to see certain stuff. So, and along with the situation I'm in, I'm having to explain a lot of stuff, okay? Because, like, you know, stagnicity is just not what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got a situation that you're dealing with, and what is it? Survival is key. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got loved ones out there, all type of stuff. So I'm explaining the situation that I want to explain as far as why people think, or I mean, not think a certain type of way. I'm past that right now. I already covered those topics of conversation. But the situation that happened the other day, I was sitting down in the bed, and I had recorded a video, and I said, Jeremy, I was talking to myself. I said, they on their way, and I'm like, don't trust them. I've been through this already. It's a repeat. I did not even know somebody was. What I didn't record is what happened that morning. Like when I woke up yesterday. What was it yesterday? It was yesterday, wasn't it? It was yesterday when they came over here. I hadn't recorded anything that day. I was just chilling. I was just in the bed cooling. I got up that morning and washed my face, brushed my teeth, handled my business in the restroom. And I came back to lay down. And I made that video. I said, they on their way. I said, they about to come over here. I said, don't trust them. I made that video. So I'm like, well, cooling in the bed. You know what I mean? I'm just cooling. I'm watching TV. All of a sudden, Jeremy. I didn't even recognize the voice. I said, who is this? I said, who is that at the door? Fulton County Sheriff Department. I said, what? I said, what y'all doing here? I was like, they were like, well, come answer the door and we'll talk to you. I was like, all right, no problem. That's when I picked up the phone and I started recording on TikTok Live. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a game, okay? Like, it's some people who were like, looking at me like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? And then they talking about, you can't do it like that. You can't do it like that. You can't be talking about it like, you can't say it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a whole repeat. Everybody know me. It's some people who don't, you know what I'm saying, know what I did yesterday. They don't know what I did. They know me, though. They know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But, and then they get jealous. It's a whole nother, like, he can't have because he did it this way. I mean, like, at the very end of everything that is going on, I got to go and get my mans, okay? Like, so, I mean, it's certain things I'm not going to do. But, you know what I'm saying? You could do I'm not advising somebody to do something stupid. But if somebody want to do something stupid just to do something stupid, it ain't nothing I can do about that. I can't control somebody from doing something stupid. You know what I mean? Something that don't make no sense. To hurt somebody, to kill somebody, I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? But I can advise somebody what to do to be in prevention of, you know what I'm saying, those type of harmful realities. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people know what you know what I'm saying, like, can civilize, like, be cordial to, like, being fair. You know, that's the majority of people. But, like, if somebody's sitting right here trying to tell me if somebody believe in me or like, that's crazy. Now that's crazy. You're gonna agree with everything I'm talking. All right, so look, I got up out the bed, start recording. Open the door. It's Fulton County Sheriff Police Department. I don't even know why they was here. I don't even know if somebody called them. But if somebody in this household didn't call them, like, why would I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't even ask nobody yet. Like, did y'all call the police? And I'm talking about in this household where I live at 2936. Just leave it right there because we don't give addresses. We don't. So I'm at 2936. So I have not asked anybody here at 2936. At 2936, who called the police on yesterday? I don't understand why somebody would have called the police on me whom lives in this household at 2936. Because I didn't even see nobody or talk to nobody on yesterday at 2936. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know what that's about. Why somebody would, like, why the police would show up unexpectedly when I ain't did nothing up to date that a normal person gets to go to jail for, should go to jail for, you know? So, I mean, all in all, if somebody's out there thinking out, well, you know what I'm saying, just because you doing something in the dark that, you know what I'm saying, that somebody don't see, and that's why they came over here. I'm still vegan. I ain't lied about the being vegan. I still ain't masturbated in a long time. Now, have I looked at a porn site? The only time I looked at that porn site is when I showed that video about what my web history had looked like. That's the last time I had, but before that, it'd been 11 months ago. And those reasons are because, you know, I'm dealing with something right now. It ain't necessarily, it was self-control at one point in time, but I got deceived. You see what I'm saying? To even, because I don't even think like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Now, when I say like that, I'm talking about, I understand that it's somebody's child online. I didn't witness online lives, okay? But, you know what I'm saying, now that I got a child in the world, that was where, like, what's going on? Because, I mean, I don't even know what's going on right now to this day. Since, you know, okay? Now, they didn't take me to jail. I didn't know where they were taking me, honestly. But, you know what I'm saying, I had faith in the police department that they doing, you know what I'm saying, like, because I ain't did nothing. You know what I mean? Like, to go to jail? No, I haven't done anything to go to jail that I haven't already been for, you know? So, I mean, if somebody talking about I'm disturbance of the peace to a platform that is public to everybody, if I'm, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gonna tell me I ain't got the Fifth Amendment, you gonna tell me I got the Fifth Amendment to have right, like, well, I don't even know what the Fifth Amendment is, but right to speech, you know what I'm saying? I can speak whatever I want to talk about. And then it's online. Like, somebody will have to click on this broadcast. You see what I'm saying? So, I was like, what are y'all here for? He was like, well, we got a call about you being, you need a mental health evaluation. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as because if they talking about jail, then I was really going to cut, you know what I mean? I was going to fight. I was really going to fight. I don't care what somebody got a badge. You telling me I got to go to jail on these terms and conditions? Yes, I was going to really fight somebody, at least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not thinking jail at the end of the, I'm not thinking death at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying? But like, on these terms, yeah, somebody got to catch a bow, a fist, everything, you know what I'm saying, that I got to offer as far as combat skills. Talking about going to jail when I ain't did nothing lately. So, when they say, yeah, you ain't going to jail, you just got to go, you got to go to grade to get a mental health evaluation. I'm already not even understanding why somebody who, now this is a mental health evaluation right here. I was getting on live on TikTok every day. So I'm like, all right, well, come on. I go to Grady. I go to Grady. Mental health evaluation. I'm not tripping. As long as it ain't jail. And you know what I'm saying? They didn't tell me. I mean, they told me. They didn't even tell me I was going to come right back. You know what I'm saying? They just gave me a hint that, you know what I'm saying, that, yeah, you got to go get a mental health evaluation and once you get out. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even been in the hospital and stayed by 6 months. More than one time. You know what I'm talking about? So I thought that might have been the situation yesterday. I might have to go to the hospital and stay another bed when I ain't did nothing. So I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely be mad, but I mean, it's either this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to go to the hospital 6 months again, I ain't did nothing. It's gonna be the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get somewhere. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where I want to go. Where I need to go, where I got to go, and where I need it as far as my respect. You know what I mean? So that's what I had in mind. But, you know, I got down there, they had me in handcuffs, and I had, when the dude opened the door, to like walk inside I had said a statement. But I was basically like, it ain't no need of me to talk to him, but you know what I'm saying? I feel some type of disrespected walking inside Grady Hospital with these handcuffs on me. So I was like, basically, I said, handcuffs. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yeah, I understand. And I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand? Like, I'm like, man, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Because, I mean, like, I feel some type of way. I got shackles on me for no good reason. And I'm walking in Grady. Like, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it is what it is. Come on, let's go. So, got inside Grady Hospital. Not too long. I walked to the back. We went to the emergency room. Yeah, we went to the emergency. Made a left. Through the doors, down the hall, sat in zone. I don't know what zone that was, and I had a seat. Probably like no more than 5 minutes later, the dude took the cuffs off of me. They trusted me. You know what I'm saying? They understand that my situation, and they have total faith that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not belligerent. I'm not a nuisance. I'm not a threat to nobody. So they took the shackles off me, right? Now, I'm cooling, and this a lady, you know, Ishmael. Didn't I speak of Ishmael? I don't know if that's Ishmael or not. Ishmael stated his name while I was in Grady. Now, when I got in there, this guy named Ishmael, he talking out loud. He talking out loud, and he ain't conversing with no physical, with no fleshly body. Okay, he just talking out loud. He having a broad conversation or statements, just to himself. Well, you know what I'm saying, like to the air atmosphere. Okay, and the staff members at Grady went over there to assist him to take his shoes off for some reason. And he was like, that hurt. So I don't know necessarily. I can go into detail about who is Ishmael. If he's trying to help me, you know what I'm saying? We trying to assist in a situation that is very tragic, very much real. And you know what I'm saying? We need our respect at the same time, but you know what I'm saying? He was, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That was that. But that was that, you know what I'm saying? So eventually Ishmael I don't know where Ishmael went. But they were taking his shoes off for some reason. I do not even know. If Ishmael had to stay there longer than a day, it could possibly be affecting me, getting where I got to go. Because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if Ishmael is helping me. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know nobody like that. Who gonna think that they got the up and rights? You know what I'm saying? Last time I did something sexually, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I chose to help a female. But see, like, where are y'all right here? Where y'all at? Because I already quoted mine. I don't have to be married. If a female feel like I'm that disrespectful, according to how the story had first began, I don't want to be in no relationship with nobody. And somebody, I got a child in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to continue talking. So, I mean, yeah. What is that, yeah, though? All right. Somebody come ask me something. So I got it. They told me to get. Well, after it was a Caucasian lady came over. She said, "Is there, before we put you in the room for the evaluation for the doctor to come and talk to you, is there any mental any concerns about your body or concern about anything?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I used to do cocaine, and I was like, is there any kind of help that I can get as far as like the cocaine issue of me intaking?" She said, "Well, that's a urgent matter issue. You have to go to urgent care about that." I was like, "All right." So they eventually told me to get up and go to the room. Went to the room. They gave me a blanket. I put the blanket up on the seat. I sat back. I waited about, I don't know, almost close to an hour, probably a little bit after, something close to an hour, something like that. 4 doctors came in. I recognized Dr. Kim. Dr. Kim was a doctor who was mentally evaluating me when I was going to Grady 10 Park Place. That hospital, I don't know if y'all been following, but I used to, go live on Snapchat or, take, Instagram videos and post when I was going to a mental health evaluation center. It's a lot of people go there, like people who ain't got a lot of mental health concerns. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody's situation, but I mean, I was attending there, and then they were giving me Abilify. Abilify is some type of drug of injection for people who are bipolar, schizophrenic. And when I had Dr. Kim when I was at that place, but I just, you know what I'm saying, I seen Kim. He's a Asian, Vietnamese or something like that. You know what I mean? That ethnicity. So he was the only male inside this room here at Grady that on yesterday, along with three other females. So it was one main female came in with a pen and pad, and she was asking me questions. So she asked me a plethora of questions. And basically, you know what I'm saying, she asked me all the questions about, she asked me about my daughter. She asked me, you know what I'm saying, my mama had told her something. So I'm assuming somebody in this household called the police on me for I don't even know what. I don't even know why. So I'm like, so the court hearing going to be outside. Yeah, so like they want to have an outside court hearing. That's what I'm thinking about the whole how the whole situation is planned out to be. They know that I got a child that is, and okay, so that's what I want to do, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to jail. If somebody trying to, I'm not going to jail. Now, this what happened. They asked me, do I think I need to be on Abilify again? I'm like, well, no. I'm like, what's the reason that you guys think that I should be on Abilify? Well, your mom, she thinks that you are, and with you staying with your parents, it just, so I was like, yeah, that's my reason right there. If I'm not harming nobody, if I'm not even touching nobody, that's my reason of not wanting to be on Abilify. I don't have any bipolar, schizophrenic gestures. Like I'm not even shaking or something like that. I'm not doing that. So I mean, like, I don't even know what's in this Abilify drug injection. I'm like, do you know what's in it? Well, no, I don't. Well, that's my reason. I don't want to be on no type of medication that's, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't specify, like, you know what I'm saying, a issue that I know I got, like allergies or headache, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's my reason. So like probably 45 minutes, probably a little bit closer than that, probably 30 minutes after they walked out of the room. You know what I'm saying? This lady was asking me, another lady, what about the bunker that your mama told me about a bunker? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they asked me a whole bunch of questions, I answered. So like a little bit later after they walked out, they told me it was an officer, a security guard. He knocked on the door. Miss Claire, you're right. In a minute, your mom gonna be outside in emergency, and you can leave. I'm like, all right. So I walked out. I was like, well, I need to use the restroom first. Use the restroom. Came back out, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm confused now. I said, I'm very much confused. Somebody who called the police on me, why would I be being back released to them if they felt so much of a threat? If they felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't, like, that's I'm confused right here. What, somebody who is scared of me or like concerned about me, that don't make no sense to me. I'm not even trying to make it make sense. I'm not even finna ponder on the thought about, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna handle my business. You know what I mean? So I walk out to the emergency exit. My mom was waiting on me by herself. I get in the car, and we didn't say a word. The first place that my mom stopped, she stopped and got that cheap detergent off Metropolitan. That's what she did. I don't know what else she bought in Metropolitan, but she bought the cheap detergent. Next place we went to was Family Dollar on Campbellton Road. She stopped there. She bought a lot of stuff out of Family Dollar. Brought me back some chips and a drink. Came back to the house. Later on that day, I you know what I'm saying? I came downstairs to look for something to eat. It wasn't really nothing that I had to eat, you know what I'm saying? Well, Jay, it's some fries out there in the freezer. I'm like, oh yeah. Last time I had checked for some fries, it wasn't even no fries, but we do have some potatoes in the freezer. I mean, in the refrigerator in the kitchen. That ain't like no sufficient meal for me. Fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be a Friday, you know what I mean? But not every day, you know? My mama don't know what I ate yesterday. You know, she didn't ask me what I ate. She didn't ask me You know what I'm saying? She just said it's a surprise out there. I'm like, well, Mom, ain't no pizza? No. I said, yeah, it's a pizza. She was like, well, I said, Mom, you want me to walk to go get the pizza? No, Jeremy. I'm like, well, so can I bring the phone to you so you can order a pizza? Yeah. I said, thank you. So I brought my phone downstairs. She put in the information for Domino's. You know what I'm saying? I can't be that picky when it ain't my bank credit debit card. Okay. So I mean, honestly, I really do prefer vegan pizza, vegan cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be doing all this to my body because I told y'all this, right? That whole milk cheese couch, I'm not with it. I swear I'm not with it. But you know what I'm saying? Before, you see my situation? Somebody is, you know what I mean? But you know, that's my situation. And I'm not finna go starving, period. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to say that I ain't got the rights. You know what I'm saying? In this situation. Somebody trying to say that I ain't got the rights. That my logic don't make logical sense, like rational sense, you know? So that's what I'm doing. Like I'm proving every point that I got to prove. Now, my mom gave me the keys to her Tahoe. You see what I'm saying? She told me I can go pick the piece up. I drove in the car, in her car, that she gave me problems about. Driving in her car by myself to go pick a piece up. She trusted me to go pick a piece up. People.